Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive deep into what's happening with Onyxcoin XCN, one of the more talked about altcoins in the past few months. This week has been brutal for XCN holders. The coin has dropped sharply, shedding nearly 14% of its value, which has many traders questioning whether the recent bullish momentum was just a temporary pump or the start of something bigger, now possibly over. What triggered the decline? Onyxcoin had been in a decent recovery mode over the past 6 weeks, forming what looked like a consistent uptrend. The price action was climbing gradually, moving from lower support levels to key resistance zones. Optimism was in the air, but all that optimism came crashing down this week after XCN failed to break through a critical resistance level at 214. This resistance level acted like a concrete ceiling. The coin tried multiple times to break through, most notably twice this month alone, but was strongly rejected. As a result, traders who had opened long positions in anticipation of a breakout are now facing significant losses. The rejection didn't just halt the upward momentum, it reversed it entirely. Now we're seeing a growing bearish sentiment surrounding XCN, and it's not just visible in the charts. The technical indicators and liquidation data both confirm the shift in market psychology. Technical breakdown: MACD turns bearish. One of the strongest signals that the tide has turned is coming from the MACD, Moving Average Convergence Divergence, indicator. This is a widely followed tool among technical analysts for understanding momentum shifts. Just 72 hours ago, the MACD registered a bearish crossover, where the MACD line crosses below the signal line. This is often seen as a reliable sign that bullish momentum is fading and selling pressure is increasing. In XCN's case, this crossover confirmed what the price action was already hinting at, that the 6-week bull run has likely ended. This crossover hasn't just been symbolic. The impact is visible in real time as traders rush to cut their losses, leading to a snowball effect in the market. Liquidations pile up, $2 million wiped. Let's talk numbers. According to liquidation data, Onyxcoin traders are facing $2 million worth of long liquidations, which makes up 16% of the total open interest of $12 million. While $2 million may not be jaw-dropping in the context of the entire crypto market, it's a major deal within XCN's ecosystem, where liquidity and volume are more limited compared to larger coins like Ethereum or Solana. These liquidations are not just numbers on a screen. They represent real traders getting forced out of their positions. And every time a long is liquidated, the exchange automatically sells that position into the market, adding downward pressure on the price. This creates a cascading effect. More liquidations trigger more sell-offs, which in turn trigger even more liquidations. This is how bear markets gain momentum, through forced selling and loss of confidence, sentiment shift and bearish outlook. We're seeing the early stages of a sentiment reversal. When bullish traders start closing positions or getting liquidated, it often causes a ripple effect. Fear takes over. Traders who were once confident start to question their positions, and that hesitation leads to further selling. The situation becomes a vicious cycle. Bearish technicals lead to liquidations, which fuel more bearish sentiment, which leads to more sell-offs. And this isn't just speculation. Market sentiment indicators are beginning to reflect this shift. Social chatter around Onyxcoin has dropped sharply over the last few days. Mentions of XCN breakout or XCN bullish setup have dried up, while terms like support test and bearish divergence are on the rise. XCN price action, key levels to watch. At the time of writing, Onyxcoin is trading around 0.183 sellers, reflecting a near 14% drop over the past 7 days. The coin has now fallen below the local resistance of 0.187, a level it had previously held as short-term support. Failing to hold this level is significant. It confirms that the bullish structure has broken, and new lower highs and lower lows may now define the price action going forward. So where's the next stop? Major support level 0.165. This is a critical line in the sand. If XCN continues to decline and test 0.165s and that level fails to hold, we could see another round of liquidations, further increasing the pressure on the price. Worst case scenario, breach below 165. A breach below this zone would invalidate many bullish setups and could push the price toward even deeper lows, potentially targeting 140 or lower. This would completely wipe out the gains of the last 2 months and set the stage for a prolonged correction. Can Onyxcoin recover? What needs to happen? It's not all doom and gloom. Not yet. Despite the current bearish indicators, there is still a path to recovery for XCN. The key lies in the 0187 level. If the altcoin can reclaim 0187 as support, it could serve as a launch pad for a recovery attempt. From there, the next goal would be to once again challenge the 214 resistance level. But this time, the breakout needs to be sustained, not just a wick or short-lived pump. Bulls need volume, conviction, and news catalysts to regain control. In simpler terms, XCN needs to do more than bounce. It needs to hold the bounce, consolidate with strong volume, and flip resistance into support. Only then can we start talking about invalidating the bearish thesis. Onyxcoin's recent 14% decline isn't just a blip, it's a significant shift in trend after a 6-week bull run. The combination of technical breakdowns, bearish crossovers on the MACD, and millions in liquidations signals a change in momentum. For traders, now is the time to be cautious. Catching falling knives can be costly. The best approach might be to wait for signs of stabilization or a confirmed reclaim of key levels before re-entering. For long-term holders, volatility like this is part of the game in crypto. The fundamentals of XCN haven't drastically changed in a week, but price and sentiment do influence each other, so patience and careful observation are key. Stay informed and engaged. If you found this breakdown valuable, like this video. It really helps us reach more crypto enthusiasts. Subscribe to the channel for more in-depth crypto updates, technical breakdowns, and market news. Comment below. What's your play? Are you eyeing a dip buy on XCN, just sitting on the sidelines for now? Let us know your thoughts. We read every comment. Until next time, stay smart, stay patient, and stay bullish or bearish, depending on your charts.